Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I have a really pretty fold to share with you. I actually saw this on Pinterest and then I made it during a Facebook Live, and I was informed during the Facebook Live that the lovely Lou from, maybe it's Louise, sorry, I say Lou because I've got my work friend Lou, Louise from Iced Image Designs on YouTube. She's made this one and it's called a floating hexagonal card. It's also got a bit of a balcony feel to it. I've made something similar as a bendy style because I was thinking at one point, have I already made this? Because I've made so many cards over so many years, but I haven't. So I'm glad I have made this one. It's beautiful, dead easy to make. You can use any supplies. I've used a lovely kit to decorate mine, but you don't need the kit to make yours. You don't need any specialty dyes either. You can see how it looks underneath here, and then that all folds down flat. And I have made very pretty little matching envelope there as well, and I've got my wax seal on the back. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll show you how to make it. So I've already gone ahead and made the envelope for today's card, and I've added the wax seal onto that one as well, and that's the one I've already showed. And then this is the kit that I've used for all the supplies. So it's kit number 63, which is from Textures by Lou Collins. You get these beautiful ephemera flowers here, butterflies. You can see like the pink tones I've kept on that one, and then I've gone for like peaches and purples on this one. But there's still, I think there's still quite a, oh actually I put it all in here in this tray. There's still all of these, so there's enough for 2-3 more cards. You get all this ribbon, which you could obviously ink up and change the colours, and then you get all your papers. You get an embossing folder for the camera strip, but I've used the stamp here and I've embossed that with white embossing powder onto vellum. I've used the little hello because I need lots of thank you and hello just because cards basically. But the main part is this die set, which creates a camera. You can have it as a pop-up camera, a boxed card style. It's got all the elements there. It's really, really cool. It's a lovely kit. You get 2 sheets of acetate there. You get coloured cardstock. You get pattern paper. You get a stencil, and you get your booklet with all the inspiration. So there's heaps in there. Okay, so a piece of cardstock here, which is 10.5 by 7. And along that 10.5 side, you're going to score at 1.5, 3.5, 5, 6.5, 8.5, and 10. You'll have this 1/2 inch tab, rotate so that's at the top. And you're going to score at 1.5 and at 5.5 down to the 4th score line, which will be the centre score line of the 5 by 7 when it's all folded down. So 1.5 past that first score line, past the second, past the third, and then down to the 4th. And then again 5.5 past the first score line, past the second, third, down to the 4th. Okay, that is it. That's all the scoring. So you can fold and burnish all of these folds. And then I'm going to do some cutting down the other ones there. Whilst I've got the scoreboard out, for the mats and layers inside, so these 3 here, this is the papers from the kit. You see the lovely other wood grain with like the teal colour in it there. So I've got 2 pieces of 1.25 by 6 3/4. They're for the 2 sides here, which are slightly thinner, and then the middle section, this is a piece of 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. I've kept mine in this order because that's how it was. You can see when it's cut. So if you've got a really obvious design and you want to make it look like it kind of flows on the back, just keep them together in order, should I say, and then you can stick them down. And then what I've done on the front here, it's very subtle, but I used the stencil in the kit and I used some foam and I ran it through my die machine and I dry embossed. So I've actually got the embossed stencil design. Spritz the card very lightly with some water just to soften it a little bit. And then that foam will act as a shim and it will really push the cardstock into the stencil. So if you don't have any embossing folders, well, it's just a fun way to use the stencil. I didn't want this to be too busy because there was a lot going on with the decoration. So you can see the pieces I've done here. So for the middle, top and bottom, you'll want 2 pieces of 1 3/4 by 1 1/4, and then you'll want 4 pieces of 1 1/4 squared. So that's all the mats and layers, and everything else is decoration. And next, you want to cut down these 2 score lines here. So you want the 1/2 inch tab facing you. I'm going to remove the score lines as I cut, but you're now cutting down to that 4th score line. And then again on this side, removing the score line. Okay, and then if you fold these two pieces under, it's really easy then to get a nice clean cut. Again, remove the score line. You should now have something like this. I'm going to stick it all together and then I'm going to apply the matte layers because I want them to cover the little tabs here. So I'm just going to take my liquid glue, cover each of those tabs, and then if you just fold it under and lay it flat, it will be the exact 5-inch width, and this is the 5x7 size which will fit into your envelope. Okay, so when that comes up, you can see we've got that shape. How easy is that? Now I'm going to use the construction glue for the larger areas, so it's going to make it nice and strong, but I'm now going to stick these onto these 3 sections here. I was saying when I made this during the Facebook Live, it reminds me of an old 80s style, like mall elevator. I just imagine it with like gold here and then this is all glass. I don't know why, but that's what it's making me think of. And then I'm going to stick these on as well. So the 2 there, and then 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. I also added a sheet of acetate through the middle here. So I just cut a piece that was just slightly under 7 inches by, well, just slightly under the thickness here. So what's that, 1 3/4? And it just gave me a bit of a platform to stick all this on. You can also get away with not using it. So I think for this one, I'm not going to add it. But if you do want to have a platform, but it still looks like all of that design is kind of just floating or suspended, then you can just add that piece of acetate. You can see just a little bit of tape along the top and the bottom of these sections here. Okay, so that's everything stuck down. So now I can start playing around with the arrangement here of the flowers. So I've got some quite larger pieces, and what I might do is connect maybe the 2 together, something like that, and then the ends I just use the butterfly to kind of disguise it. And then I've got these little silver sprigs which I'm just going to feed in. I've got 3 of them. I just love this because it's just something a bit different, but that will get fed in there as well. And then the little hello. I'm going to pretty much follow that layout there. And there's the finished card. How beautiful is that? So quick as well. If you've got, you know, ephemera that you're using, it's all coloured and done for you. It is a quick one to put together, yet it looks like you spent hours on it. And again, you can see how I poured in the stamps there to complement the colours in the card. Displays really nicely, and you have lots of room on the back there to be able to write your message. I've plumped it up a little bit there, but that will still go nice and flat in the envelope. Again, just bringing that one. I think they're gorgeous. So I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial and my take on this very cool fold. All of the products that I've used, as always, will be linked in the description box below, and you can also find a link to the kit here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today's. It really does help out the channel, and drop a comment as well. I do love reading them. See you all again soon. Bye.